What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? We are back. We are back with another live for y'all today. That thumbnail and that title that you seen is not clickbait. I promise you guys, it is not clickbait. I can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you. They is doing some of the most craziest stuff out here in these financial streets. And you know, here at Star Carter's Personal Finance Channel, I'm gonna bring it to you live as soon as I get it. I got to drop it. I got to let you guys know what's going on. So I hope y'all are coming on in. Y'all, if y'all can hear me good, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know where you are streaming, where you're looking at this video from. Let me know right in the chat. Let me know you guys can hear me real good because I don't want y'all to miss not one drop of this tea that I'm about to spill. Pastor threatens Navy Fed members with curses from God if they don't do this. This is no clickbait. This is a legit story, guys. A legit story that I found out yesterday, and I couldn't wait to compile the information to bring it to y'all as quickly as I can. As quickly as I can. So, y'all make sure that if you can hear me, y'all need to drop me some hearts in the chat. Let me know where you at in this beautiful world. Let me know where you're streaming at. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Because like I said, I do want y'all to miss not one drop of this tea. Where y'all at? Let me know y'all can hear me. Because I don't want to be talking to myself when I read this information, guys. All right, Heather, let me know. Everything is good, good, everything. Raleigh, North Carolina, got me some hearts. I appreciate you. Who else out there in the chat? Let me know y'all with me tonight. Let me know where y'all at. I'm in South Kakalaki, so it's 5:47 here where I'm at. So y'all let me know where you at, where y'all streaming at before I get into this article, before I drop the tea. Y'all gotta let me know where you at. I need the thumbs up and I need to get some love in the chat to let me know that y'all can hear me before I get to talking. Y'all know I got some receipts out here now. You know I got some receipts. Thank you, Tina, for joining me again. Good day, Miss Star from Fort Worth, Texas. I appreciate you joining me for another live. That's what's up. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Let's see who else we got out here on this live today. We got Theotis. Theotis, I hope I'm saying that right. Hello, can hear you clear. Rembrandt, Iowa. Okay, Iowa in the house. Let's see, we got here Pan Station, Hey Star, Cleveland, hashtag Cleveland. That's what's up. Let's see who else. We got Where Shows. All right, you're not too far from me. You're right up the street. I'm in Greenwood, South Carolina, so you're not that far from me. If you in South Carolina, it could be some more Where Shows around here. Who else we got? We got Cynthia Hey Star from Mississippi. I said it correctly. Okay, good, because I'm terrible about tearing up names. Oh Lord, if you if you go back and look at my lives, you will see I'm terrible about tearing up names, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I sometimes I get tongue tied. Look, I got tongue tied then. Okay, so if I do mess your name up, please don't take it for anything. But Star just can't read or she can't pronounce. That's it. No ill intention at all. All right, guys, who else we got? It's the Southern name. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Have you ever heard of the blues singer Theotis Ely? Easley? I think it is. It's Ely or Easley. Check that out if you're into blues. You glowing. Oh, okay. Thank you, honey. Might be this light I got up here. Y'all, I don't want to hold y'all up. Who we got here? Hey, Star from, is it Ramel, New York? Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn in the house. What's up, Brooklyn? Y'all come on in because I'm telling you guys, y'all don't want to miss this foolishness that I'm finna talk about today on this live. So hit that thumbs up, let everybody else know they need to join on this live. I also pinned in the chat the live number that y'all could call me on as soon as I get done bringing y'all this information. I want to see, once y'all hear this foolishness today, I really and truly want you guys to call me and give me your opinion. I really want to hear what y'all got to say because I can't make this stuff up. I wish I could, but I can't because every time we turn around, it's some tomfoolery going out here in these financial streets. Really. And they love playing around with Navy Fed. I think Navy Fed is the most targeted right now. Oh my Lord. It's so crazy. Hey, Star from Mississippi. I appreciate it. Cynthia's Closet. All right. I might have already seen that one. Let me see. Let me scroll down some more. NYC in the house. I got some laughing emojis. Please hit the lights, y'all. Y'all, please hit the lights. Y'all help me out. Help your sister out now. Come on. Help your sister out. I do appreciate it. I want to, let me see, where we at? We at 5:50. So we 5 minutes into this live right now. So I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. Everybody else, as y'all come into the live, y'all hit the lights. Y'all give me some hearts. Let me know where you're coming in from. We say financial street. That's right. Hashtag financial streets. Yeah. Yeah. Because there's a lot of foolery going on here in the financial streets. The scams and the hacks and all that stuff. Honey. Y'all, they be giving me content for days. All right. Giving me content for days. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and pull up the main article. The main article that I'm going to talk about. And then I got another one. And then I think I found the pastor's IG page. I'm going to pull it up. I'm not sure, but I searched the internet high and low for this pastor's name. And this is the only thing that came up. And then a Facebook page came up with the same pictures. So unless this pastor is not on social media, I think I might have the right person, as they say out here in the legal streets. Penn Station in the legal streets, allegedly. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up my first screen. Let me get this going. Let me move all this over. You know, I gotta move stuff around to make everything work. All right, here we go. Y'all see the title. So y'all know it's not no clickbait. Y'all know it's not no clickbait. I'm not just telling you this to get y'all up in here. This is not no clickbait. This is a real article, and it's coming from the Credit Union Times. So this is an official newsletter. It used to be a magazine when I worked at the credit unions that used to actually come out, but I think it's completely digital now. So I checked the Credit Union Times because I always got to figure out what's going out there in the financial streets. Since I don't work in them streets no more, I got to still know what's going on. So y'all see the title, so it's not clickbait. Navy federal members threatened with curses from God and pastor's alleged scheme. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it first right here at Star Carter's Personal Finance Channel. Y'all seeing the foolery first on my channel, okay? Church members were encouraged to open Navy federal accounts where PP loan funds were later deposited and allegedly paid for the pastor's lavish lifestyle. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me see. All right. When members of a Missouri church questioned their pastor about the $1 million in loan funds deposited into their Navy Federal Credit Union accounts where the money was going, he allegedly threatened them with curses from God and scolded them for questioning a man of God. Okay, so you got some Missouri church parishioners that go to this church, right? Then got these funds into their Navy Fed accounts. They doing this for this pastor, right? And they questioning, okay, like where's this money going to go to? What are you going to do with it? This man said, don't question me. I'm going to threaten you with the curses of God now. Don't be questioning me. So that minister, it says, Kenneth C. Sparks III, is expected to be arraigned next week in U.S. District Court in St. Louis on charges that include 1 felony count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, 8 felony counts of wire fraud, and 2 felony counts of aggravated identity theft. All right. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office in St. Louis, Sparks was a visiting minister and Faith Walk Ministry, a church in Paris, Missouri in 2020 and in 2021. Sparks and four other defendants named in the indictment unlawfully obtained more than 1.2 million in Paycheck Protection Program PPP loans, as we know it, and economic injury disaster loan program proceeds through fraudulent loan applications submitted at two banks and two non-bank direct lenders in the names of church members. They got it in the names of the church members. Now listen at this now. As part of the fraud scheme, church members was allegedly encouraged to open bank accounts at Navy Federal where the PPP loan funds were later deposited at the direction of Sparks and other defendants. All right. To have fraudulent PPP loans taken out in the name of his church members, Sparks and his co-conspirators allegedly obtained church members' personal and financial information by telling them various falsehoods. For example, Sparks often told church members that they needed to provide their information so that his co-conspirators can fix their credit scores according to court documents. On other occasions, he allegedly told church members that his co-conspirators needed their information to secure funding for the Faith Walk ministry. All right. Already talking about some identity theft. Okay. Sparks directed one of his co-conspirators to create email addresses in the names of Faith Walk Ministry church members so that those email addresses could be used to apply for the fraudulent loans without alerting church members to the full scope of the scheme, according to reports. However, after Faith Walk Ministry church members received the alleged fraudulent PPP loan proceeds in their Navy Federal accounts, the credit union froze several other church members' accounts based on suspected fraud, which they should. All right. To reopen the church members' Navy Federal accounts, Sparks and another defendant allegedly coached the church members on the lies that they should tell Navy Federal employees. So they even got the transcript. All right, let me get it up there a little bit further. According to the indictment, Sparks and other defendants developed a script for what church members should say when speaking with Navy Federal employees to reopen their accounts. The script worked because Navy Federal lifted the freeze status on their accounts. Sparks then directed church members where to send the loan funds according to the indictment. But some church members grew suspicious and began asking questions about where the money deposited into their Navy Fed accounts were going. When those same questions was posed by church members to defendant Sparks, he would threaten church members with curses from God, according to the indictment. Defendant Sparks also regularly scolded church members who inquired about his fraudulent scheme for questioning a man of God. Okay. You know what they call this? They call this spiritual abuse. That's what that is. Spiritual abuse. The indictment did not say how many Navy Federal accounts were open. Sparks reaped hundreds of thousands of dollars from the scheme. The indictment alleged and used the money for luxury vehicles, clothing, and other merchandise. All right. Other defendants, all right, this thing. Other defendants named in the indictment were Harold G. Long, the lead minister and CEO of the church, Maya M. McLean, an administrative assistant at the church, Javante D. Long, a church member. Also named in the indictment was Jeffrey C. Obie, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Y'all know I mess up names, of Maryland, who operated businesses called Angel Management Group LLC, and Emerald Score LLC, and ONS Construction LLC. I don't know if I'm saying it right, and McLean were indicted on 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 7 counts of wire fraud. Harold Long faces 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 2 counts of wire fraud. Javante Long was charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 1 count of wire fraud, according to the indictment. Federal prosecutors allege Obiot taught Sparks and McLean how to submit fraudulent applications to obtain PPP loans. Sparks and Obiot also told McLean and Harold Long to submit fraudulent PPP loan applications for businesses purportedly owned by Long, according to the indictment. In addition, hold on, this ain't I want to do right. In addition, OBI and Sparks both submitted fraudulent loan applications at victim banks in their own name and received at least $200,000, the indictment alleged. So OBI, if I'm saying it right, and Sparks, they submitted fraudulent loan applications in victims' names in their own names as well. Included among those fraudulently obtained loans was $147,900 from the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, which was another small business administration program intended to help struggling businesses owners during the pandemic. Harold Long pleaded not guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 2 counts. McLean pleaded not guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 7 counts of wire fraud. Javante Long pleaded not guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 1 count of wire fraud. Obiite has not been arraigned on his charges yet, according to court filings. All right. The victim financial institutions were Tab Bank and Cross River Bank, according to the indictment. Also victimized by this fraud were 2 non-bank direct lenders, Fountainhead SBF LLC and Bentworth Capital Partners. I can't make it up, y'all. This article came out August the 16th of 2024 from the Credit Union Times, and they are supposed to be arraigned this week, I'm assuming, for this case. So I'm gonna still be trying to follow this case as much as I can, because this allegedly scheme took place between 2020 and 2021. So a lot of these people thinking they done got away with these PPP loan fraud scams that they was doing back then. But you got to remember, President Joe Biden signed into a law, whatever it was, back in 2021, I think it was, or 2022, that they got 10 years to investigate all of those fake and phony and scammy PPP loans and the EDL and all the rest of them, right? So they going after them. Now, this pastor, I got another article because this Kenneth C. Sparks, he's supposed to be an apostle Kenneth C. Sparks III. Oh, he's a whole piece of work. I got another article because I was out there in those financial streets digging up dirt, trying to figure out now who is this man? Who is this man that he put in the curses of God? Because people are asking questions, because you are trying to get innocent people to commit fraud with you. Y'all even got the script, knowing that their accounts was going to get froze. These people could have been long-standing members of Navy Fed amongst, new Navy Fed members as well. Now, if you was a new Navy Fed member, of course the funds was going to get froze, because if any type of fraud going to take place, it's going to take place within the first 30 days of account being open. Duh. But this man is using spiritual abuse. That's what this is. Spiritual abuse, using and attacking somebody through their spirituality, what they believe, that God is going to curse them if they don't do what the so-called quote unquote man of God tell them to do, that they know in their gut the intuition that God gave them that it was wrong, and telling them not to question it, but to go along with his alleged scheme. That's where we at. That's where we at. That's where we at, y'all. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. That's all I'm telling you guys. This is not clickbait. This is some real stuff that's going on out here. These people are going crazy. Now, I got another article, but before I get to that article, I want to see what you guys are talking about in the chat real quick. What y'all talking about in the chat? Uh-oh, where's this thing going? Before I pull that one up, let's see. Let's see what Miss Tina said. Said God see everything and know everything before we are even conceived into his world. He's cursed himself for his dishonesty. He's committed many sins. I don't think God is even listening to him anymore. Oh, absolutely not. Let's see who else. Unbelievable. Shaking my head. Let's see. Pastors are their own biggest sinners. Yes. Say yes, indeed. What else we got? My grandfather served in the Navy, Old Navy fraudsters. Let's see what else we got. We got wonderful. I didn't know they had 10 years to investigate. Yeah. Yeah, because it was so terrible. It was so rampant, right? What else we got? We got there are no new apostles. Give me a break. Well, that's what he called himself, but I'm going to pull up the receipts right now. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull up the receipts right now. Let me see. Here it is. This is another article on it, but this article goes into a little bit more tea on this tomfoolery right here now. I said, what else somebody said? Somebody else said, this is a full shame. It is. It is. I told you now, this is no clickbait. You know, sometimes we put stuff on the title to make y'all come on in, but I'm telling you, you can't make this one up. You can't make this one up. So this is the second article, and it started off again with curses from God. Church minister accused of forcing parishioners to help with pandemic fraud. Okay. We got at Sugar Shack TV in the house. Y'all let me know where y'all are streaming from. What part of this world are y'all streaming in from? And make sure you guys are hitting that like button so more people come in to the chat that might want to hear this foolishness that's going on. And don't forget, after I get done reading these articles, and then I'm gonna pull up what I think is this pastor's apostles IG. I don't know. Allegedly, I have not been able to find an actual picture of who they saying it is, but this is the only person that I could find on social media. So I'm assuming, but I don't know for sure. That's why I didn't put his picture on my thumbnail. If I had known for sure, the picture would have been on the thumbnail. Okay. For sure. Right. We got DeLove, Georgia in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. So let me go ahead and let's read this next one. Let's read this next one. So, curses from God, church members accused of forcing parishioners to help with the pandemic fraud. Now, some of this is going to be repetitive, of course, but it's a part in here. It's a part in here, right in this section, right here, that they didn't talk about in that credit union, in the credit union's times. They didn't talk about this part. So that's why I had to jump to this one to give you some more tea. Okay. So it says leaders of a Missouri church have been charged with a 1.2 million pandemic fraud scam in which prosecutors say they stole the identities of congregants and then applied for government loans in their names. Okay. Authorities say that when they began to investigate, Kenneth C. Sparks III, who was accused of being the ringleader, bullied church members into turning over information by telling them he was an apostle of God. That's that part I was telling y'all about. They left that part out in the Navy Fed in the Credit Union Times article, that he was an apostle of God and his actions and decrees could not be questioned. Okay. So we got these pastors or these so-called apostles or whoever they want to call themselves doing wrong and using spiritual abuse and telling you not to question the man of God, that you're not supposed to question the man of God. You're supposed to do whatever I tell you to do, even if it's the stupidest thing you ever heard of in your life. Right? That's spiritual abuse. Okay. When Those same questions was posed by church members to defendant Sparks. He would threaten church members with curses of God. Defendant Sparks also regularly scolded church members who inquired about his fraudulent scheme for questioning the man of God prosecutors charge. Sparks told them the money would help the church, Faith Walk Ministry in Paris, Missouri. Instead, the indictment says he personally siphoned hundreds of thousands of dollars from the scheme and spent it on clothing and cars. All right, now this is the part right here. This is the juice. Making matters worse, prosecutors say Sparks submitted a pandemic loan application in his own name, even though, right here, he was a convicted felon and facing a new indictment at the time. So he was already facing charges. He was convicted felon, already facing a new indictment. He had been convicted, right here, he had been convicted of sexually abusing a 14-year-old parishioner at a previous church. Again, using his religious authority to keep her compliant. And then was charged with failing to register as a sex offender when he moved to Missouri. If my mic wasn't on this stand, I would drop the mic. Because what are we doing? What are we doing? We got a convicted felon facing a new indictment at the time when he applied for the PPP loan because he was convicted of sexually abusing a 14-year-old church member, using his religious authority to do it. Sexual abuse. We got a spiritual abuse now. We got child abuse. It just keeps going on, right? It just keeps going on. I don't understand it. It says, we all know the pandemic relief loan programs was created for those whose businesses were negatively impacted by the C-19 pandemic, said Thomas F. Murdoch, the IRS special agent in charge of its St. Louis Criminal Investigations Office. The American public is tired of hearing about fraudsters using the programs to enrich themselves, and they want to know that those responsible are being investigated and being held accountable. Sparks was arrested on Friday. So when was this? Now this article came out Monday, July the 29th of 2024. But as I was telling y'all, I got the CU Times and I saw it yesterday. So when they said that he was arrested Friday and that article came out on the 29th, so that would have mean that he would have been arrested on the 29th was on a Monday, so he would have been arrested July the 26th. Okay. Prosecutors say that Jeffrey Obiite, who submitted his own bogus loan applications, trained Sparks and the church administrative assistant, Maya M. McLean, in how to file. Mr. Obiite was to get a cut of the money. So they just all up in the church just doing wrong, y'all. They just all up in the church just doing wrong. Also charged in the case are Harold G. Long and Javante D. Long, both congregants whom authorities said filed bogus applications for the Paycheck Protection Program loans. So we read that part in the other article. So it says prosecutors have asked that Sparks be held without bail, arguing the decades-long sentence he faces if he is convicted on all charges, make him a flight risk and the type of person who would return to criminal behavior if released. In fact, shortly after the defendant was placed on parole for repeatedly sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl, he fled from his Texas parole officer so that he could start victimizing Faith Walk Ministry parishioners, prosecutors told the judge. So he done left Texas and done went to Missouri acting up. And then it would say up here at the top, he didn't even register as a sex offender when he got to Missouri. Blessed. That's all you can say is blessed. They said Sparks resisted arrest when deputy marshals caught up with him in Florida. He all over the place. No wonder they ain't gonna get him no bond. He is a flight risk. where he gone after being charged in Missouri. So as soon as he got charged in Missouri, this dude done dipped to Florida. Good grief. The indictment says Spark spent some of his pandemic money at a Bentley dealership in Chicago and on designer shoes. Okay. A lawyer for Sparks declined to comment on the pandemic fraud case. I told you guys, it's not clickbait. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. Yeah, I saw that one. That's the only picture that I could find was from her. And when I typed in the case, I found a picture of her as well from her as well. Um, little small little lady. But y'all, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. These people just out here just doing the most. Just 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 doing the most. I just don't understand. Y'all help me understand. I just don't understand. What said that what was it? Where did it go? That slipped past me, Apostle. Let's see. Y'all gotta weigh in and let me know what y'all think about this foolishness now. Y'all gotta let me know what's up in the chat. So I'm gonna pull up what I think is his IG. I'm not sure. This is allegedly. That's why I said I did not put it in the on my thumbnail, which I wish I had the picture because I want to. But this is what comes up when you pull up C Sparks, and this says Apostle. It says it right there. It says Apostle KC Sparks Global, and then you got Apostle KC Sparks, and he got the 3 for the third right there. And this is an IG. Now, this IG is old because the last thing that was posted on here was from January the 24th of 2022, and the Facebook page is kind of the same. Only with 183 followers. Looked like somebody tried to make a fake page at some point. Cause honey, I was digging. Looked like somebody tried to make a fake page at some point. But this was July the 21st of 2021. Now, if Mr. Flashy, you know, if this is him, I don't, like I said, I don't know if this is him. If this is him, now he got that hair fried and dyed laid to the side as they as they say, he got that hair fried, dyed, laid to the side. I'm not even playing. Not even playing. Somebody said yes. It was the KC Sparks and the lady Sparks before her birthday celebration. So they was finna get it on. Living their best life. Like I said, now, I don't know if this is him. I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? It, like I said, he's the only, what is he praying over in this one? If of my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, I will forgive their sins and will heal their land. Well, I hope you turn from your wicked ways. If this is the man. Look, if this is the man, I hope he turned from his wicked ways. Okay? I hope he turned from his wicked ways. If this is the man, I don't know. But he's the only one that popped up for Apostle KC Sparks the third. And the dude name is Kenneth C. Sparks the third that's in these articles. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't, like I said, I don't know. This is all speculation. Allegedly. Yes, very ridiculous. Parole for abusing a 14-year-old. Yeah, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Why was he not in jail for that? If he was in jail for that, he wouldn't have been able to do the PPP fraud and bringing in Navy Fed members and spiritually abusing them if they had to did their job with that. So I totally agree. Totally agree. Okay. Somebody said, laugh out loud, you are from SC. Me too. Yep. This is sad. I grew up in a small church, and what pastor said was really sad. So, are y'all going to be shy? This is the third live I done had where I have the phone line and I didn't get any calls. So, are y'all going to be shy, or y'all going to actually call in and talk to me and let me know what's going on? I got the number pinned in the chat. Okay, I got the number pinned in the chat, and I also finna scroll it on the screen. Are y'all gonna give me a call? Or y'all gonna weigh in on this foolery this afternoon? Or am I just gonna have to continue to show the comments on the screen? What's up? Tina, I can read people's spirits. If I walked in and met him, I would have walked out. His demeanor and post says he ain't right. Hair that straight, you know something is crooked about him. Honey, that hair was fried out and laid to the side, as they used to say back in the day. He got one of those. He got one of those dudes. If that's him, he looked like, you remember the Malcolm X movie, the old Malcolm X movie where they had Denzel Washington playing Malcolm X, and had what's his name? I can't think his name, Kylie. But anyway, when they had to put that perm in and they had the finger waves and all that going on, you know what they used to call that for the men back in the day. You know, back in the 40s and the 50s. They call it a process. I think they call it a process. Hey, what's up? Glad to see you inside the chat. Is it Leah? Hope I'm saying that right. I tell you, I'm bad about tearing up people's names. Now, I got the phone line open if y'all want to call in. Like I said, me and my husband was trying to make sure that we had this straight. So if y'all want to call in, y'all could call me at 404-939-3564 if y'all want to talk live on the air. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm bad about tearing up people's name. Got Beauty is her name. Is that say conk? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Y'all help me out. But this is real now. Like I told y'all, this ain't no clickbait. This is not no clickbait. You can't make this stuff up. These people out here are crazy. They doing everything. And like I said, President Joe Biden, he signed in the law. It was either 2021 or 2022. I can't remember exactly, but it gave the FBI 10 years to be able to investigate these people that did these PPP loan fraud things. Anything that had anything to do with C-19 pandemic relief to help businesses that was possibly going to fail. Anybody that did that fraudulently, you're going to jail. And look, it's 2024. That dude probably thought he had got away with it. That dude probably thought they got away with it. At the end of the day, what they were doing was building the case. They building the case, honey. They building the case. It's gonna be a whole lot of people that thought that they're gonna get away with this. But absolutely not. So what Beauty Tonight said, the hairdo was called a conk. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. The hair was conk. Okay. Y'all help me out, honey. I have no idea. But that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Y'all see it? He got it processed up. Honey, he got them waves, honey. Like allegedly. If this is him. If this is him. Allegedly. Allegedly. If this is him. And the first lady. Y'all look wonderful. Y'all look wonderful together. I hope the prison jumpsuit looked just as good. I hope so. What did somebody say? Yes, they are tracking them down. Yep. They sure is. We say Pretty Boy Floyd. Yeah. He looked like, and you know when like I said, I don't know if this is the person for real or not. I don't know because they never posted a picture in none of these articles of the actual person. But I'm going to be following this case really hard. So eventually his picture will come up. Eventually. it will come up. And as this person just said, he looks like the suspect. He looked like he could be the one, because in the article, what it say? The article said that he uh like the lavish cars and the clothes. Now you know the pastors, they got to be sharp now. You know the pastors, they got to be sharp. They got to be sharp. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, all of this is alleged. We got to keep saying that. So nobody try to come for us. We got to keep saying allegedly. 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 Right? He looked like the suspect. I agree. I agree. So y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all still want to call me, I still got the line open, 404-939-3564. You got to put the 1 in front of that 404 if you're in the calling into the United States. But yeah, guys, it's crazy here. I told you I can't make this stuff up. I swear I can't. I wish I could, but people just, I swear, I just hate when people use people's spirituality. Um, you know, people are scared of going to hell and stuff like that to manipulate folks. I can't stand a manipulator. I can't stand a liar, and I can't stand a manipulator. I can't do them type of people. You know, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame before God. And they're gonna bust hell wide open. Okay. We have to follow this to the end. Yeah, I got to follow this one to the end. I got to. I just came in and didn't hear the whole story. Honey, you're gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to go back to the beginning where I read those 2 articles, honey. You're gonna have to go back. I'm with you. They say, unfortunately, I believe we will see this many more times. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I told you I'm keeping my eyes and ears to the financial streets, because I know it's gonna be some more foolery. And y'all know as soon as I get it, I'm gonna let you guys get it, because and if y'all get it before I get it, y'all email me at Star Carter. What is it? It's starcarter.com. That's it. Because I used to have another website. So now it's starcarter.com. Y'all shoot me a chat on starcarter.com and let me know if y'all find out something else. But it say, this is what happens when you follow man without knowing the word of God. Exactly. Exactly. And there's so much spiritual abuse out there. I mean, it's sad. It really is. It's very, very sad. And a lot of people fall victim to it because, like I said, you are in essence dangling somebody's soul and where they think they're going to go when they leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's heaven or hell. And you are manipulating and abusing what's supposed to be an anointing that you have from God, if God actually called you to ministry and to feed the sheep, give the word, do what you're supposed to do, and you are manipulating it to your own benefit. And this dude right here is just a straight up terrible person, because you sexually abused a 14-year-old girl in your church, and you also used the same tactic that you did on these Navy Federal members that actually question your motives, right? And you did the same thing with this 14-year-old girl. And as another commenter said, that person, shouldn't have even had the opportunity, to me, to even get the opportunity to do fraud, because they should have been locked up for abusing the 14-year-old girl in their church. A convicted felon was able to get out, apply for PPP loans, and move from Texas to Missouri. And then once he got charged in Missouri with this PPP fraud, then he skipped to Florida. So he's a flight risk, because he'll dip and he'll go doing his scheming and scamming somewhere else. Okay. So if he touched a child a 14-year-old child before. What is going to stop him from doing it again? He didn't even register as a sex offender when he went to Missouri. So he's hiding it. He's hiding it. And that's not cool. All right. Tina says, I have died 2 times in my life and I'm not a dedicated churchgoer, but I can say both times I went to heaven and I was told I needed to come back. If you believe in your heart and is doing the best, you already know where you're going. Only God knows where we going. Treat others like you want to be treated. Absolutely. You can't say it any better. You really can't. You can't say it any better than what you just put on the comments. Because man, I hated to bring y'all this story. When I read it, I was flabbergasted. I'm telling you, it flabbered all my gaskets. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I just couldn't believe what I was reading. I'm like, are you serious? Is the low that we're stooping to with our fraud now, that we're gonna drag God into it? Like, for real, is that what we doing now with our fraud? Like, we just can't just do the fraud. We gotta drag God into it. Like, where does it end? Where does it end? So I'm gonna get off of here. I guess you guys don't want to talk to me on the live, but eventually y'all will. So I'm gonna keep posting it, keep boosting it every time. Eventually y'all gonna call me and we gonna chat it up a little bit. But I just wanted to bring you this. Y'all share it. Y'all keep following this story, as I will. And hopefully he gets the time that he deserves. And I hope it's retro and it goes back and get time for that 14-year-old girl he abused, because they're talking about giving him a decade-long sentence for stealing money from the government. But what about that poor baby? What about her? Okay, what about the one that he manipulated? Okay, what about her? And that's the sad part. That's the sad part. So you guys, y'all can hit me up. The QR codes are on the side. You can visit my website, starcarter.com. If you want to join my community over at the Credit Ready, you can also scan that QR code. Everything else you need to know about me and how to get in contact with me is in the description box of the video. And I appreciate each and every last one of you guys that did tune in for the live this afternoon. And I'm going to be back because I got some more foolishness to tell y'all. I got even more. So make sure you guys are cutting on your notifications. If you're not already a subscriber of the channel, make sure you are subscribed. Hit the like button. Share. Help your sister out. It's free. It don't cost you but a couple of clicks with this thumb to do that. And I do appreciate you. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed evening. And know that there's only one true God, right? There's only one true God. And that all these people that running around here playing God, they got to answer to it. They got to answer. All right. So y'all have a blessed evening. And I'm going to see you guys with the next scam. Peace.